Muy buena gente, bienvenidos a un nuevo video de Black Desert. Nos encontramos aquí, bueno, donde nos habíamos quedado el día de ayer, con la misión que no habíamos podido hacer. Como podrán ver, bueno, ahora sí apareció lo que serían los fuegos. Pero lo que tuve que hacer es, bueno, seguí toda la tarde averiguando más o menos cómo se podía hacer. Cambié entre servidores de Season y no pasaba nada. Y bueno, lo que tuve que hacer es cambiarme hasta un servidor normal directamente. Y bueno, aquí ya apareció lo que serían los juegos que aparecieron en la cinemática. La verdad, bueno, un bug que, bueno, mucha gente está preguntando cómo poder solucionarlo porque te quedas ahí, cambias entre servidores, algunos funcionan, otros no. Entonces, bueno, la forma de poder hacerlo es que se cambien a un servidor que no sea de temporada y así les va a marcar, por ejemplo, yo estoy en Calpheon 1 y aquí me aparece lo que serían los juegos. Entonces, bueno, en este caso nos pondríamos lo que sería el baldecito y podríamos tirar el agua. Hay que estar bien cerca, ¿sí? Listo, ahí pudimos por fin cumplir la misión. Excelente. Y podemos seguir avanzando en lo que sería la historia, porque ayer me quedé así con la gana de seguir y la verdad no había por dónde.
Phew! We survived! This place almost went up in flames.
It seems that whilst in your company I shall never know a moment of peace.
But you know we're still killing it.
The sleep-talking seed can only truly slumber within Awena's kiln.
You! Lend us your aid!
Vale, perfecto. Lo ideal sería ahora, apenas podamos, volver a cambiarnos. Bueno, me cambio enseguida a lo que sea un servidor de temporada, de season. Porque recuerden que estos servidores nos dan más experiencia por solamente estar dentro de este servidor. Y bueno, si nos toca matar a algún bichito, ya lo hacemos de una y bueno, ganamos un extra de experiencia. Que como estamos subiendo, bueno, nos viene bastante bien. Esta pantalla de carga está muy buena. Como les digo, esta es la enemiga o la, digámoslo así, la contraparte. La, no sé si es antagonista de la guardiana. No sé cuál es buena, cuál es mala. Así que me imagino que nos iremos a enterar más adelante. Ponemos todas estas cositas. Vale, ahora qué tenemos que hacer. Interactuar con el horno. Cobramos todas estas cositas que nos da el espíritu negro. Otra cosita que hay que ver es, por ejemplo, yo en el F3 o en la tienda del juego, aquí en lo que sería puntos M, les recuerdo que tenemos estas cositas, bueno, un poquito más baratas, por si quieren obtenerlas, que podría ser lo que serían los pergaminos de J, el libro para experiencia de vida, y el libro para experiencia de combate, y de habilidad creo que es. Sí, y son dos, así que bueno, vamos a comprar todo esto. Al menos estas tres cosas de acá arriba. Esto es para hacer capras. Lo vamos a comprar también. Bueno, son 20, la verdad. No lo sé. Bueno, ahí pueden comprar esas 20, no lo sé, creo que eso se puede conseguir, los puntos M se pueden ocupar para otras cosas. Así que bueno, preferiblemente ocuparlo para lo que se necesite. Ando revisando qué más podría ser bueno comprar, pero no veo nada así como tan importante. Yo creo que con eso por el momento. Entregamos misión.
I was supposed to go to the Eula-Citron orchard. I was told the wagon was bound for the...
Lando, this friend of mine could use some rest. Is there anywhere he might rest his weary legs?
Wow! Look at you dropping the F-bomb. Great idea, though. I could use a break. Oh, man. Just thinking about how she did say, should Prince Barhan come to the valley in the this parchment written in the ancient Highland text, we were supposed to deliver it to Moslin's Eula-Citron orchard.
You were entrusted with a quest from Prince Barhan? I see.
Yeah, you see that? See how popular I am? If our age was based on our
Go ahead and take the geriatric lady killer with you.
Wait, I know that look. Oh yeah, we're getting up to no good. You don't mind going on ahead without us, right? We need to teach these ruffians a lesson for all the means.
Go ahead and take the geriatric lady.
Vale. Nos habrán dado algo importante. Me imagino que esto ya lo podremos tirar. Perfecto. Bueno, continuamos con la travesía. Bueno, por lo que he visto, ya esto pasando por la misión esta de los trolls que se quedaba pegado, pero te podía salir también cambiando de servidor. Esta misión fue horrible, la verdad. O sea, que te quedaras pegado ahí y te cambiaras de servidor a otro de Season, porque es lo más común. Te cambias a otro de Season y sigue pasando. Y nadie sabía qué hacer, porque estaban todos preguntando qué hacer para poder pasar la misión. Y bueno, hasta que alguien dijo que había intentado cambiarse de servidor y bueno, ahí se hizo la prueba y se logró. Vamos a elegir esto.
Are you Richie the Nimble Chipmunk? You don't really look like a chipmunk. I'm sorry, Pa. We were supposed to get a new worker here today. If you aren't Richie...
Vendedora de semillas.
Yes, Pa! This is the one and only Eula-Citron orchard located. Let me give you a bit of background on our orchard. The seeds used here came from across the sea, Pa! From the secret Eula's warehouse on thanks to her loving care and delicate handling, they were able to grow to fruition. Then, I forgot the rest! Anyways, our custom... And over there is... we also have strawberries we brought over in secret. And if you want some citron seeds for your... what do you think?
Nos van a enseñar lo de la granja.
You need to bring something if you want strawberries, Pa. Go get something now.
Ok.
I brought a lot of vegetables, Pa. Wait to eat strawberries. You need to bring something if you want strawberries.
Tenemos NPC aquí que no conocemos. Ahí.
Aren't our little... This seed has come from Paparoa Island. But actually suits... This seed has come from Paparoa...
¿Qué son estas? Son yuzu.
Dwarves are extremely diligent. Dwarves are extremely
Perfecto. Me imagino que... Aquí se podrá extraer este fruto, parece que es un fruto. No lo sé bien. Ok. ¿Me dieron las botas ya o todavía no? Las botas era el último que me faltaba que me dieran. Y al parecer todavía no me las dado. Recordando que todas las misiones que hemos hecho, solamente hemos hecho una de las misiones de la bruja y son 6.
Oh, it's the first time I've ever seen a fox like you, Pa.
You look pretty,
Come, we've been waiting for you, Pa!
Where did you get your outfit from?
This den of incessant harpies.
Oh, I didn't know we had guests. And Lando, it's good to see you in such good state.
Old man Charbonneau asked me to deliver this to you.
Well then, I'll prepare us some tea inside. Take your time, though.
I'll save my eardrums the screeching and wait outside.
Oh, it's the first time I've...
Vale, tenemos que ir
Go get something now!
acá.
It may seem like just a simple citron orchard now, but this was the birthplace of Prince Barhan's mother. I was Maraman's... No, her Hillsworn name was Baram. My closest friend, Baram. The queen, however, she was once the shaman's heir, and walked the path of prophecy. Then, one day, she suddenly ceded her...
Huh? But doesn't being heir to the shaman also make marriage a bit...
She said it was an agreement between nations, but Ailton is too small to be called a nation. She said little else on the topic. Her stance was that this was one of the trials on her King Torme falling in love with her. Her being whisked away to the desert kingdom, though she did promise to return to the Mountain of Eternal Winter once she has completed her trial in Valencia.
Look, I don't know too much about the Big L yet, but why marry King Torment?
Who knows? That is something only Baram would know. And before the Highlands embraced her, she gave me something. The single child that she bore with King Torme was the first prince of Valencia. If Barhan ever comes looking for my memento, give him this, along with the Hillsworn name.
Perfecto. Seguimos subiendo de nivel.
Is this the memento Queen Maraman asked you to give to Prince Barhan?
Yes, it is. It is written in Gardaga's code, the cipher of the Prophet of Valencia.
Look at these weird symbols. Twins? Love?
Prince Barhan will understand. Now let me prepare you a gift. This is a huge weight off my chest. I thought, what if I pass on before the prince comes looking for it?
Perfecto.
Leaving so soon?
Why the long face? I'll definitely be back. I do expect a 7 citron
Excuse me, Pa?
Just figured you'd want to treat the future Khan to more of your overseas delicacies.
Moslin asked us if we would like to go see a place where people the world over gather.
Hey, you pop-poo chatterboxes. Let the guests go already and get back to work.
What a party pooper! Anyways, oh yeah, it's filled with the vitality of the Mountain of Eternal Winter, so it's sure to grow well anywhere. If you enjoy it, the orchard could always use more farmers. I brought a lot of vegetables, Pa. Wait to eat strawberries.
O sea que los yuzu los podemos plantar nosotros mismos. Interesante. A ver qué hace plantación.
Barhan, stop digging any further. Baram had no choice. Please, understand.
So guys, how about we mosey on over to Ailton?
No. We need to go complete the 3rd trial.
Lord Jordine.
Hmm?
Thank you for helping me. Thank you so very much again.
Long ago, you were dragged off to Calpheon and made to be a fool. Think of this as recompense for not being able to protect you back then. But from this day forward, speak not my name, or the events of today will continue to haunt you. Banish all thoughts of me. It's plenty enough if only I remember.
Me acuerdo de Dobby. Y dice que tenemos que ir por la 3ª prueba, o sea que la 2ª prueba fue donde estaba el fuego. Ya no me acuerdo. Que como tuvimos tanto problema con esa misión. Ahora con Jordine.
Wow, our dark dandelion sure knows a lot of people. Seems like him and that goblin go way back.
I need none of your concern. Where do we go from here?
Over there. Trust me, the 3rd trial is most definitely in that direction.
That's just the road to town. You're going to town, aren't you? You don't actually have any idea.
Yes, of course we're going to town. Oh, lovely Ailton.
I have no interest in sightseeing. There's no town better than Hydael anyway. Now that I think of it, I've seen our bets across the continent. How come you've never left this place?
Only those who walk the path of prophecy can leave the Highlands.
The path of prophecy. Is it some ascetic practice? As of that aside, aren't you the heir of the Khan? You'd think such a no wiser citizen would heed your word, and that does seem to be most.
Yeah, considering you just got done saying, there's no better town than Hydael.
Read the clue about the 3rd trial.
The 3rd witch is Bronte, the molar that stewed in the furnace.
Let us return to that farm. Marslan, was it?
Hey, have a little more faith in your companions. In 2 trials, how many times have I... Remember Professor Talbudai? The Winter Tree researcher we met at Awena's Tale? She holds a seat on the Ailton Grand Conference. But she's probably at Snowstorm Guard.
To Snowstorm Guard Post it is then.
Bien, por fin las botitas. Ponemos las botas y las encontramos. De hecho, yo creo que deberíamos empezar a encantar ya. Al menos para subir un poco lo que sería el equipo que tenemos. A ver cómo nos va con el encantamiento. No debería irnos tan mal porque, bueno, este equipamiento, digámoslo así, no es tan difícil de subir. Voy a dejar esto. A ver si me falla alguna de las armaduras. Perfecto. Ahí sí, en dúo. ¿Qué es lo que tengo más abajo? Los guantes. Es un... ¿Están duros los guantes para subir? Ya lo llevamos a dúo ya por lo menos. Por el momento me voy a quedar ahí. Porque tengo estas cosas en dúo y en tri. Lo que serían las armas, que sería lo que más me apura. Para tener un poquito más de daño. Y bueno, las botas van a quedar ahí porque no tenemos más piedras. Dejé esto ahí en dúo y en tri porque lo puedo seguir tirando porque tengo piedras. Pero podría ser que falle y bueno, me terminaría bajando un poquito lo que sería el daño. Así que lo vamos a dejar por ahí en este momento. Y bueno, vamos a continuar con la travesía.
Hey, you aiming to get chewed out? Get your act together.
The Minoan mercenaries keep asking us for shift rotations ahead of schedule. I already knew you were lacking any real wartime experience. But no matter how high the pay, we can't continue to work in a place like this. We quit! But if you want to talk with us, bring me your captain. They didn't just...
This here's the Snowstorm Guard Post. Hired through Adelphin's mercenaries office, were ya? I'm only gonna explain the situation once, so listen up. Our mission is to defend Hilton is to our backs. We're the town's last line of defense.
Is such incompetence catching?
What did you say?
If you heard not, I must have spoken not. We came here looking for the winter tree researcher.
You scoundrel! If I wasn't on duty right now, I would have...
Are you looking to test your skills?
Tabudai is no longer here.
Good. We were in search of that tree ourselves. Let us head there. You!
Who gave the order to abandon your post? Are you a madman? Huh? I'm the one in charge here. You! Which mercenary guild are you from? Oh ho! That a tie! Do you know who I am? I'm Aijin! I was chummy with Billow's baby brother before you earned...
What's with all the ruckus? Why is Aijin blowing his top?
Oh! Gunbold! Look at these big, strong
But I did warn you. This place is dangerous. You shouldn't be here. I promised you'd be the first to know if we find any trace of the Khan. Though, while you're here, pay a visit to Temujin at the training ground. But Temujin is terrified of them.
Oh, so you wrangled some up, huh? Wow! I suppose I could.
You scoundrel! If I wasn't...
Ok, nos vamos centrando un poquito más de la historia.
Lando, still a young and foolish abbess, was naive enough to bring you here. And I don't care, especially if you intend to bring along Lando, the heir of our Khan. But I am...
You recruit far too many mercenaries, causing them to bicker among themselves while you stand there without an inkling of concern for the infight. You say they merely need to stand guard, but they let us in. You're so filled with fear of your enemies, you can't even imagine going to fight. How do you plan to win a war like this? Is Ale hiring all these third-rate mercenaries that enlist to do a mediocre job and collect their pay? If you've not struck gold here, then these people are being bled dry for nothing.
You are 100% correct. I fully acknowledge my complete incompetence. Guess I needn't worry about leaving.
Perfecto. Bueno, esto es como un pequeño pueblo. Sí, como que está lleno de pequeños pueblos, como que vamos saltando un sitio a otro. Vamos a obtener un poquito de conocimiento. Son como pueblos nórdicos y están bastante guapos, la verdad. Eso quiero un poquito de peleita, por favor.
You look fairly young. Sure.
Seen war. I'm constantly embroiled in it.
Oh, spoken like a commander. Leadership.
I apologize if I am unmoved by the praise of a third-rate commander that can't even...
This guy's got fire in him. The world has no outcome brought about without reason. But anyway...
We will be heading beyond it to the Mountain of Eternal Winter.
Looking for the Yenix, I see. We have a saying around here.
And you're telling me this because...
Right now, out of the 4 winters, this is the winter that courts death. I shall allow you passage to Bronte's Bolt.
We are not taking Lando.
This guy, sharp as a blade he is. Talk with them, and they will help you with your...
Vale. Como digo, son como pueblitos nórdicos, así como vikingos. Y estaban bastante guapos, la verdad. Te veo porque la guardiana viene desde aquí. Aunque no hemos visto nada así como... Sí, hemos visto algunos grandotes, pero nada así como la guardiana, que es grandota, prácticamente como un gigante. Vale, por acá tengo NPCs que conocer todavía. Por no querer saltar, subir la escalera normal. Vale, tú, y creo que tú. No, tú no. ¿Quién es el otro?
We are not.
No, tú tampoco. Tú menos. ¿Dónde está el NPC que me falta? Hay un NPC aquí que me falta, pero no lo logro ubicar. Otra cosa que no he visto, que bueno, que por el otro sector nos encontramos un montón, es que cuando vas subiendo te dan llaves y vas encontrando cofres. Por esta opción no hemos visto ningún cofre de estos como cofres así, pero se abren con una llave. No sé la verdad, sí, me imagino que será alguien que podremos conocer después, porque no me marca. No me marca quién es el que falta. Sé que ella es allá adentro, pero no sé en qué parte. Vale. Continuemos ya, bueno. Volveré cuando haya terminado la historia. ¿Hacia dónde tenemos que ir? Hay otro NPC. Madre mía. Pensé que ya había terminado por los NPC de este lado.
Oh, my dream is to scrape.
Even while there are so many.
What's with that look? What's with that look?
Lo otro que no he visto, por ejemplo, mayormente cuando empiezas también en el otro camino, siempre te piden conocer, por ejemplo, a 5 o 6 del pueblo para poder conocer a alguien de mayor rango. Y como que en esta parte no está eso. O por lo menos no lo he visto.
From Commander Gunbold? Phew. Well, I think you can lend me a hand first. The soldier in charge of rationing just picked up and left without a word. Shit.
You can do the cooking. I will ration it.
Everyone is starving. Empty bellies make for empty talk, as they say. If you can make it up this far, you must know some cooking basics.
A ver, té de yuso ácido y té de yuso... Vamos a elegir el primero, qué sé yo.
Everyone is starving. Empty bellies make for empty talk, as they say. If you can make it up this far, you must know some cooking basics. Everyone is
Pensé que bueno, me dio los dos.
make for empty talk, as they say.
¿Qué me dio como recetas? Ya, abrir el botón de procesamiento. Cocina simple, me imagino. Imperial. Perdón, o sea, un montón de tiempo que no hago esto. Este es un objeto solamente de misión, o sea, sirve para solamente la misión. Vale. Llevamos 6. Igual que la música de este sitio también está bastante bonita. No sé si le han puesto atención, pero está bastante agradable al oído por lo menos. Perfecto. Ahora hay que entregar esto a ti mismo. No, a ti.
You can do the cooking. I will ration it.
Now I feel like I can survive.
Ganbo told us to ask you about Bronte's boat. However, I must know the details.
It's such an old tale that most of them won't remember. However, Maternal Chief Records Officer a few days after the humans had left for the Forbidden, a new group of humans arrived. Why are you uprooting this tree? This lightning-struck tree was once Bronte's, the Witch of Thunder. We were grateful for her wisdom, but when storms came, lightning, now the witch is gone, as will we be soon. Until all that existed here exists no more there's no need to uproot the tree. We will keep it safe in your absence. Only we can rule over the dragons. And with that, but Ale couldn't stand it. Much his tears began to flow. But when they hit the ground, in their place grew another. After the witch's death, an eternal winter befell this place.
Then, ultimately, as soon as it rains, lightning will strike the Bronte's.
Me gustan las voces que le pusieron. Las dejaría las voces si no leyeran tan lento, la verdad.
It is nearly impossible for rain to fall there by natural means, but for Invish, the sage of the Abets.
Everyone, get up and head to cover! It's Professor Tabudai. She's returned with great...
Vale.
Poison? The Oak-Jinshini are using poison.
Gonbold, no. It's not the Oak-Jinshini. It's you. From Awena's tale. Is Lando here as well? Bring him here. I have something urgent to tell him.
Look at this! It's a winter spirit! How did they catch it alive? Didn't anyone ever tell you not to build houses around sick little trees? What did you say? Professor Tabudai? Oh, okay, I'll go right now.
Okay.
Professor Tabudai! Huh? What is...
It's poison. Don't inhale too much of it. I don't have much time. Tell your quick-footed friends and your fleeing fox squad, was it? Do you remember your lessons on the ecology of winter trees? It's a little matter now. There are 2 ways the winter trees survive. Much like dandelion seeds, the farther the seeds travel, the second is by the Okjinshini planting them because they have a superstitious belief. That's why I believed the Dreadwinter tree.
Professor, you need to save your breath. The poison will...
A monster that I've never seen was planting a seed near Bronte's bolt tree. And as soon as the seed was planted, it sprouted and grew. They are... So we need to tell everyone in the area of the Mountain of Eternal Winter. Also, get them to safety. Until these indicate...
What about the monster? Did it flee?
Probably.
A new enemy. A new threat. Commander Gunbolt, I have a proposition. First, I need you to evacuate everyone at the refugee camp to Ailton. Send your fastest men to the southern and eastern watchtowers. As for the rest of your soldiers, have them assist the villager evacuation. Then, have them all gather here and stand in formation. Unfortunately, we have zero knowledge about this new threat. But, if you focus on mustering the best defense you can here, that will allow us to go out in search of the monster. However, if we are successful in vanquishing it, then you must help us make a lightning bolt strike the Bronte's boat tree. This blood likely came from the Professor. We'll follow the trail to the monster. So this is Bronte's boat tree. Huh. The monster is definitely still close by.
¿Peladita? Peladita. ¿Por qué me pone...? Me pone como que si fuera muy fuerte para mí. Pero no me baja tanto. O sea, imagino que será por el tema de la misión, pero... No. Bueno.
skills up close, I was right on the mark about you. During my entire life at the bottom of the...
I'm taking its poisonous fang. We'll surely have need of it.
Hey! What are you standing around slack-jawed for? Follow his lead!
Cobramos todo lo del espíritu. Ya sabemos que, bueno, esto del espíritu no hay historia. Y no son las recompensas por haber subido de nivel.
I've never once seen this monster on the path of prophecy.
Commander Gunbold made us a promise that he would aid us in making lightning strike the Bronte's boat tree. Is it you? The one who will aid us with the witch's trial?
That's correct. Pardon me for the late introduction. I am Invish.
We've all been planted, oh great shaman.
You think I would use the last gift the witch bestowed?
I have no idea what that is, but if I were a betting man, and I am, I'd say it's something amazing.
Though we dared to forget the wisdom of lightning. Please, just this once, forgive us of this sin. And bestow, once more, the wisdom that tore the wings of dragons.
It's like a miracle.
Someday, far in the future, I'm sure it will be told as a tale of mere fiction.
Ok. Tenemos otro NPC.
What's your deal? The end days and it...
Ayer me quedé, bueno, aparte de que no podía hacer el tema de seguir, me quedé probando algunas habilidades. Y me di cuenta que, bueno, por lo menos la clase tiene bastante movilidad. Por ejemplo, arriba F, lo combinas con Shift, espacio, y después puedes combinar y hacer un combo. A ver si es que puedo lograr hacerlo. Shift F, así. Bueno, es así mismo, pero con en vez de poner el clic izquierdo ponemos clic derecho. O sea, perdón, clic izquierdo en vez de clic derecho. A ver si recargo un poquito. Sería arriba F, Shift espacio, clic izquierdo y después arriba clic derecho. A ver. Ah, lo hice al revés de nuevo. No, creo que con el tiempo me irá saliendo. No. Tiene que ser muy rápido lo que es de shift espacio a clic izquierdo. Porque si no, no lo hace, no lo ejecuta. Misión completada. Solamente tenemos que hacer esto aquí en la tercera misión. O sea, tercera prueba.
This is known as the Star of the Winterland. There, all worldly boundaries are erased, as the snow unites all with a majestic castle that pierces the heavens, and the tattered tenements that lord the radiant beauty, the festering wounds. This is why we love the Mountain of Eternal Winter. After the mysterious explosion at the Sherakan iron mines, from the silent haven of slumbering origin, a steady... Obviously, the Yenix was lost long, long ago. If it is a life birthed by the mountain, we cannot raise arms. Please, take on this burden that we cannot. so that the mountain of origin...
The fourth witch is Lesha, the witch of the star of the Winterland seeks the face that it lost. Where life and death, for the first time since we started this journey, I can confidently say I have no idea. But
where life and death cycles in the heavens, that would be at the end of the path of prophecy in Jade Starlight Forest.
The Oak-Jinshini's Jade Starlight Forest? That Jade Starlight Forest? That's where my dad went and never returned from.
Aquí hay una escena pegada.
No, it's too dangerous. Why does it have to be there? I can't go with you guys.
As if that's of any concern. I never expected you to be useful. We just need to cut down.
Please, tread carefully. Our Khan, the leader of the Abets, may still be alive. Whatever.
When did the Oak-Jinshini destroy this place?
After he entered the Jade Starlight.
Then he is most likely dead.
No! How can you say so?
If you are the heir of the Khan, you must look the ugly truth of reality. I'll ask again. Why did you want...
Then allow me to make this one request. Please talk to the Bahit. There are those that have observed the Oak-Jinshini for much longer than we. They could have seen signs that we might have missed.
Aquí están los errores de tipeo. No que seguro le falta algún comando y quedó sobrepuesto. Y por eso no hace acciones. Vale. Le voy a probar una vez más, a ver si me sale. Arriba F, P, Alt, ahí. Tiene que ser más rápido todavía. Nos van a hacer pelear, por favor. Me hace falta esas misiones de mata 100 bichitos. Porque, bueno, por otro tema también, bueno, al nivel 36 también. Pero bueno, a este nivel ya creo que se pueden empezar a conseguir las piedras oscuras que necesitamos para el equipamiento igual, entonces...
They call the place Bronte's Bolt. You were sent by the Abet shaman, Invish. There is no path through the forest that will completely avoid the Oak-Jinshini. I completely understand where Shaman Invish is coming from. Both are of the mountain of eternal winter. And both are... Until that changed, this used to be a place of meeting. The were extremely close. So close that they would sit together. Both are of the mountain of eternal winter. And both, but soon after the recent mysterious explosion at the events beyond our understanding started to occur at the Abet's most sacred when a totem in the Zavir Highlands was destroyed. The investigation ultimately, the Khan came to the forest in search of the truth. However, that evening, we definitely heard it from high.
Was the Khan tortured?
No. It was the screams of the Oak-Jinshini. However, we are certain the Khan did not re-emerge from...
So, someone slaughtered the Oak-Jinshini.
When the Oak-Jinshini lose all physical strength, their souls return to... Therefore, as long as their origin flame...
Would one such as the Khan have acted so rashly?
As I said, his trust was enough that he went in on...
However, there was one thing that was strange. So the Oak-Jinshini chief Loki has all...
But... why do you want to go into the forest?
Where life and death cycles in the heavens.
Ah, yes. It is also referred to as such. But you can't go where the flame of origin resides. is currently blocked by a mysterious wall. Thankfully, we have Assistant Pip.
Did you not just say going into the forest is dangerous?
Well, Pippet is a Frostel weasel, so the Oak Jinshini won't attack him. Pippet said that the wall that blocks the path of prophecy...
It's time for you to pull your weight. Cut the Oak Jinshini down. I need to rest and reserve my strength. When you're ready, let's meet at the mountain top guard post.
Conocimiento.
This veil also...
Conocimiento por acá.
You need only...
Elimina a 5. A 5, Dios mío. Sé que es un despropósito, pero... Estas son de... para cocinar. No importa. A ver si tengo algún buff por acá. Sería mucho desperdicio, pero... Vamos a probar así, ¿no? Qué lento me siento, la verdad. Vale. Estaba probando un poquito el personaje, pues la verdad. Me da muchas ganas de hacer PvE. Pero sí siento que, bueno, los ataques son como bien... un poquito pesados. Me imagino que me tendré que poner velocidad de ataque. Uy. ¡No! Bueno, F. La pregunta es, ¿podré pasar por ahí? Parece que no me atacan si es que yo no los ataco. Bueno, mi primera muerte con el personaje. Pensé que iban a ser igual que los otros que me había marcado antes y me terminé llevando una sorpresa. Si bien debo admitir que, bueno, me quedé porque pensé que, si bien salían morados, cuando me pegaron al principio no me hicieron nada. Después me reventaron.
Shh, quiet down. I'm trying to figure out what they're doing over there. Uh-oh, where did it go? I just lost it. Oh, you're coming up from the Jade Starlight Forest.
You're late.
Huh? You know each other? I thought...
Do we strike you as friends?
Huh. What a strange soul you are.
The star of the Winterland seeks the face that it lost. We're lying. I've come here on account of the heir of the Khan. We could have gone straight for the path of profit. If there is even the slightest of odds that his father, the Khan, then us charging in recklessly might inadvertently sever the lost thread of...
Then, Ecology, how much did the wall blocking the path of prophecy deteriorate when this person defeated the...
Quite a bit. However, it's not enough.
Then, Pivot, we need your assistance. I know, sure, they're stinky, but I honestly kind of miss this mysterious wall blocking the path of prophecy that leads to the Flame of Origin. We've searched the whole forest, and Floki is nowhere to be seen. I can't put my finger on why, but it feels like Floki trapped himself.
There is logic behind this. If he is not like the other Oak Jinshini that have become...
Now, why don't we get some tea while we wait for Pivot to... What's that pattern on your skin? If it's a curse, I can take those clothes. You've worn them ragged. Ever thought about a new look?
That stuff. What it...
It belonged to Bahit Lalakona, the Bahitram that first It was the first thing given to him by the Oak Jinshini when he arrived at the mountain.
It is shining, but the light is...
None of us have actually seen the fire for ourselves. Only he has. So, I see you've come to the mountain.
My goodness! Ecology, you have the ability to...
As brilliant cities and temples collapse, and a leader among them left the cursed, forgotten, ancient kingdom Belmorn, descendant of the kingdom of Orzeka.
The very same words that constantly go through my mind. How much do you know of... I want to know more about the Enix.
If you want to know, see for yourself. All the records here were recorded by Bahit Lalakona.
Varios conocimientos ahí.
We Bahitram Gurmina also.
Excerpt from the 10,119th Wish. O great Lord Kazarka, this traveler from the Mountain of Eternal Winter comes seeking salvation. His name is Silverfrond. Will you honor him his request?
Speak your wish, Silverfrond.
So I know my beloved cannot be brought back to life, so I ask only that you remove...
I will grant you your wish, Kazarka replied. But you must bring me the nestled in the heart of the dragon that dwells in...
Excerpt from the 13,000th Wish. O great Great Lord Kazaka, the traveler from the Mountain of Eternal Winter returns. When he heard the chief priest say this, Kazaka bade Silverfrond. Silverfrond, show me the eunuchs.
But Silverfrond was not alone when he came bearing the eunuchs. For Orzeka fell soon after, and with its fall, Bahit Lalakona had a revelation. From that day forth, he and his people turned their worship.
Once the turmoil that arose from Kazaka's fall had settled, I made for the Mountain of Eternal Winter to seek the holy flame, but the flame was not there. Silverfrond, the knight, neither had returned to the mountain. The Mountain of Eternal Winter, the golden dragon that once embraced the eunuchs, was losing her sanity. But when her tears fell and met the snow, new life suddenly bloomed like a wave of I named them the Oak-Jinshini, the golden dragon that, and from her wounded flesh sprung more life. These I named. Finally, from her well-guarded embrace came forth those covered in dragon blood. They would come to be known as the Guardians. The 6 witches had passed. In their wake emerged mutants. Thus was the second death of the golden dragon Labreska.
Recuerden que en estas bibliotecas mayormente suele haber conocimiento extra. La verdad, bueno, para hacer esto hay que querer entender la historia, porque bueno, de repente se hace un poquito pesado. Pero bueno, está bastante bien. ¿Qué tengo que hacer contigo? No, contigo no era.
Super fascinating.
When will Pippet return? He's your only assistant, is he not?
We can always make room for more assistants. Why?
Un Pokémon.
Oh my! This was a gift from Chief Hoonvish to Chief Floki. The soft, cushy Sintamani. My hunch was right. Chief Floki is living inside the cave.
The path ahead of us won't be easy. If we intend to weaken the wall enough to break through, then we will need to take down many more Oak-Jinshini.
No, I need you to stay here. The soft, cushy...
Does your tongue speak the truth? If this is some manner of deception...
Only one way to know for certain. Plus, it'll...
Perfecto. Aprovechar el buff de velocidad. Hay que matar bichos. Un poquito de bajo. Imagino que ya, pues si me adentro más, me van a matar. Nosotros de ahí afuera podemos matar y los de acá adentro ya son de mayor nivel.
Listen carefully. Beyond lovely evenings spent with loved ones.
Enough, that is.
As the dark sky fades to...
Heard you we have.
Our sincere duty is to...
Surround you, the swine pansies do.
Oh, who are you?
After escaping from that woman's clutches, we had no trouble making it through these woods.
Aha. And who are you? And yet, what is this sound? It's the star of the Winterland! It's melting!
No son NPC, pensé que iba a tener que pelear con ellos.
As you can see, it could not have
What taught you to what?
This is your chief?
Ahí me saltó una conversación sin querer.
But yes, this is he.
Let's get right to the point. We are here for two reasons. First, to solve the fourth trial of the witches. Second, to find the missing Khan.
What about us? You're not here to rescue us? No, you're wrong! We can't die, not now, not ever!
Chief, stop screaming, you must. Help us, they must. Certain of it, I am.
Ooh, Ivar! I mean, Horn. Have you finally thought of something good? I don't remember the last time we did.
Always full of ideas, I am. Opening the heavens were light only by us who handle the flame of origin. A chief, can it be?
No need to tread the difficult path from speak. Tell us how we can be of aid. What?
Finally, the time has come! I've been... But you wouldn't happen to have brought any, libation. But you wouldn't happen to have brought any, libations with you. These things are better told, but you wouldn't happen. But you...
Conocimientos.
But you wouldn't happen to have... This is the cave gifted unto us by the humans who previously made their home. Oh, Jinchini, born from the dragon's heart-rending tears. And so I asked,
Your scorching heat was what drove off the winter's cold.
I thought he was going to speak of himself.
Not once died our chief has. Not once. And yet, abstain from the sacrifice our chief has.
What? You ungrateful mongrels!
Chief, too loud you are. Continue with your story, I plead.
I'm listening.
Anywho, they spoke all the tribes are gathering at the forbidden Black Mountain to answer the call of the
And the witch's trial?
Chief, germane to the topic you aren't. Help I shall. Taught the humans wisdom, Lesha,
The witch melted her own face right in this place, she did. And yet, from within the heavens of life's ebb and the eyes, nose, and lips to Lesha's face, a shaman restored. When on the fingers of heaven, eyes, nose, and lips place proper. Once Lesha's face is restored, so too the lost face.
I shall now open the heavens, where life and death ebb and flow. I shall now open the heavens, where life and death ebb and flow. I shall now...
Ahora es como un mini puzzle o una cosa así. Que... triángulo, rombo, cuadrado y círculo. Y...
The reason we barricaded.
The star of the Winterland seeks the face that it lost, where life and death cycles in the heavens.
Ahí pudimos hacer algo. No sé, la verdad, solamente moví los colores, no sé qué hice, la verdad. No entendí lo que había que hacer en esta misión. Algo de había que poner un triángulo, pero nunca vi que cambió nada. O sea, cambiaban los colores de como de sitio, o sea, cambiabas uno y se ponían los otros al azar. Pero no entendí la misión. Así que lo siento mucho, no me pregunten. Lo hice de pedo solamente. Lo único que hice es hablar con la piedra al medio y entregué un pergamino que me habían dado y listo.
Without that bumbling fox, we completed our task in record time. As
Thank you. You're more reliable than you look.
no need for depth of story here, simply stick to the main points.
Well, my eloquence was sure to dazzle you. I'm fine. Let's settle down. The reason we barricaded ourselves here is solely due to the crazed tribes outside these walls.
You do know what the Zavir Highlands mean to us, yes?
It wasn't us. It wasn't us.
Then who are those, O Jinchini? Right. Today was the day the seal of the stone tablet left by the... However, we must first settle this matter before we can bind the tablets. Returning to A, so I've come in their place. What truly has occurred here?
Are you actually okay?
These. Aren't these the oak pills we used to enjoy together?
Members of my tribe who ate these passed away. They were poisoned from eating these
I can't believe my ears. Poison? We, for one, do not have the skills to craft a potent enough poison.
It appears that the fox rule wanes, and the deer rule is nigh.
No, that cannot be. No Urbets would do such a thing. We long to become a bridge for the world. Whoever inherits the seat of the Khan would never commit such an atrocity.
But you do know that if any of us loses our life, our souls ride the origin flame as our flesh is born anew. And yet those of us who ate this very oak pill and were rekindled came back changed, attacking fellow members of our tribe. No longer would they sing with us, "Oh, Labresca, return, return." That was where I tasted true despair. 1 became 10, which quickly became 100. They are the ones who toppled your totems in the Highlands.
No, that cannot be. Not us Abets.
What are you doing?
I shall prove it to you myself. For the sake of all of the Abets who have been framed, we do not betray our friends. That is the way of the Highlands. Look, of one thing I'm certain. This oak pill is not poisoned.
No.
No. Era su amigo.
The Khan was returned to the Highlands while attempting to prove the Abet's innocence, while only us 3 remain of our... While we wish to part the heavens to find his resting star, our friend chose to cut his own breath short, for though we have no such merciful stars here.
The village ruins. That too was the works of your tribe turned monsters.
Do the Abets believe we were the ones who brought the village to ruin?
They believe that you were the ones who planted the Dreadwinter tree.
Are you serious? They're not of their own minds! Ah!
Know the facts, we do. Continue the unfinished story, we shall.
After the Khan needlessly passed, I came to realize, in the end, it's still the Mountain of Eternal Winter. The oak pill is just a means. For no matter how we died, through the origin flame we were still reborn whole.
Enveloped in the chill of the eternal winter, this cold-hearted wanderer was, tearing apart the souls of our people she was. Tossed to those depths, spare no scream though...
I do not understand.
Stop! Why are you all so bad at extinguish the flame that's claimed the haven of... Do the same for the winter trees burnt to a crisp, for they are the main culprits of this deadly winter. If you don't, then I have no choice but to believe on it. Pains me to suspect a friend. Now, we've no time to waste. Having now parted the heavens, I shall use all of my to the path to proving that the Abets and Ukjinchini are one.
Hey there. Yoo-hoo! Oh, you're awake, warrior of winter in training. You're snoring. Sleeping like a baby. Oh, I'm so jealous. Bet you can fall asleep anywhere, can't you?
This stone. What is it?
This is what we Abets and the Ojinshini have long sought to fulfill, a long-cherished wish of our peoples.
Perfect.
What kind of trial is it?
You could say it's the very reason for our... From the moment the Mountain of Eternal Winter embraced us, there existed the stone tablet. These words were engraved upon those tablets. To find where your destiny lies. Reaching its end shall break the tablet's seal and unveil the first prophet. Gather the prophecies of origin to complete the final prophecy.
The proof that our bets in Oak-Jinshini are won. I also...
Yeah, that's just how they express themselves.
That was quite a mouthful you managed just now. Did our little seed sprout while we were away?
What? A sprout? Come on! Don't... Anyway, at first I was so shocked I had a little panic attack. Does that mean that those Oak-Jinshini wish to speak?
They were kind of preoccupied with their own troubles.
We can talk more about that later in the Grand Conference Hall, right? Welcome! This is Ailton.
Ojo, una ciudad... Ojo, esto ya sería como el centro. Esta es la ciudad grande ya.
Oh, I'm growing. Invish cannot get...
Lo que sí, gente, vamos a ir dejando este capítulo por aquí. Fue un capítulo lleno de historia, la verdad. Sí, una parte que se me hizo un poquito pesada, porque como que te cuentan una parte y después como que te vuelven a repetir la misma parte, más profundo y cosas así. Y no sé. Precioso este lugar. Sí esperaba que, bueno, esperaba que la nieve no fuera una pintura en el piso, sino que esperaba que tuviera textura, que tuviera teselación y ese tipo de cosas. Pero bueno, es nieve al final del cabo. Y como digo, me está gustando, sí. Se me está haciendo un poquito pesado de repente, porque yo creo que debería meter más peleita en medio. Si bien este lugar sabemos que no está hecho para personajes de nivel pequeño, es como que peleamos súper poquito. Y bueno, como es una clase nueva la que queremos probar también a medida que vamos subiendo, yo creo que eso también afecta un poquito. Porque bueno, vamos de un NPC a otro NPC y así. Pero la verdad, como digo, me gusta la historia que están planteando. Y bueno, la voy a hacer y la voy a terminar hasta el final. Espero que estén disfrutando de los videos. Si es así, ya saben que pueden ayudar con un like, suscribiéndose y activando la campanita para no perderse ninguno de los videos. Nos vemos en un próximo capítulo. Hasta la próxima, gente. Adiós.